If I'm being honest, I was maybe up a little bit late last night, responding to everyone that I possibly could that have bought my miniatures and my art book. Just know that if I haven't responded to your message or email or anything like that yet, know that I've seen it and it's meant a whole lot. I just there's so bloody many, and I've got the perfect project tonight. This is a display table that my friend Kayla made, and well, it needs a little bit of love to restore it and make it useful again. I'm thinking I'm going to use this as a way to photograph my miniatures because it's very beautiful and scenic, and I think it will match a lot of the bases. But first, I think we need to check if there's any spiders. I really wish I was joking. I mean, so far, it seems spider-free. Just a lot of cobwebs. So the biggest issue that I see is the chipping. Right here. You can see the white foam, also here, also here. Because this table has been spray painted to get the rocky effect, it also makes the top surface of the foam really, really brittle. So while spray painting foam is a really great effect, it doesn't wear very well, especially if the foam is white. Not to say that you shouldn't do it. If you do it, you should just seal it with something. Like Mod Podge or something. Actually, we'll just do that now. And black paint. I've been restoring and fixing up terrain for my local scene for years and years and years and years, maybe since I was about 12. It used to be a really important part of the community, making and maintaining terrain. Now it's very different because, there's a big divide in communities, and competitive players generally don't need this sort of thing anymore. It's all L-shaped ruins and symmetrical battlefields, and that's totally okay. It is a little bit sad for people like me, because that used to be a way for me to contribute to other communities that I wasn't really involved with. But I hope one day we'll see a huge resurgence of this stuff. That's the hope. That one day we'll get to play on boards that look like white dwarfs, now that we have the technology and the know-how and the tutorials. One day. Every single crack, every single chip, every single little bit that shouldn't be there is now painted black and sealed with Mod Podge. But I think next, the cracks in the steps are maybe a little bit too deep for the kinds of miniatures that I'm going to use on the board. They might look a little bit out of scale. So I think my plan is to add a bit of texture paste to our Mod Podge and black paint mix. Yeah, like quite a significant amount. And this should give our paint a bit of body and help fill in the cracks, but not eliminate them entirely. Keep the vibe the exact same, just not make the cracks so deep. Now just take a little bit of this. I think there's a bit of magic to restoring terrain. What you do becomes a part of a bigger picture. And the person after me, I'm sure they'll do the same too. And eventually all these bits of terrain have all different stories to tell. At least that's why I try to add a little bit every time I do it. And maybe the next person after me will too. And then we wipe up the excess, but just on the top surface. And now it's drying, and I've made a little wind tunnel. That's just a heater, little space heater, and then a little triangle of foam. Alright, this should be dry. Wrong way. Hey, looks pretty good. So now these steps still have the same pattern, same design, but they're a little bit more filled in. And they're also going to be a lot tougher now too. Time for a dry brush. We're going to take our original paint colour, going to add a little bit of white to it, mix that up, and just I think these steps could do with a little bit of a wash, especially maybe up here. It's looking a little bit washed out. Be good to get some more contrast in. I'm thinking I might just use some dirty paint water. I learned this wind tunnel technique from Adam Savage like 6 or 7 years ago. And it has saved me so many times since then. One more round of dry brushing, and I think we're good.
What do you got? Krispy Kreme donuts.
Nice.
And a bunch of old white dwarfs.
Oh, you always come through. Hey, nice.
All the old goodies.
Oh, man. But after my stuff got destroyed, I was like really devastated.
Come on, early 2000s mostly.
Oh, sick. Dreadnought.
That's actually, it's just a giant nurgling.
Look at this
Look
dreadnought.
at the back of this one.
Nice. This is some proper Games Workshop terrain. Not bought. They made you make it once upon a time. Look at that paint scheme. That looks like what I'm doing. And also look at this brush set. Games Workshop soap. Ah, this is it. What do you think?
I think it's fucking awesome.
You know, last time you were in a video, everyone thought you were a legend.
Too kind. I saw someone wanted a tutorial too, but
yeah,
it's just experiments, guys. Like
next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh, that's gonna awesome.
I'm probably gonna prime it tonight. I tell you, Thomas is basically keeping this channel alive, bringing me white dwarfs and donuts. What a legend. I think this is ready to rock. Let it dry, and tomorrow we'll have a nice place to take our photos. I truly don't have the words to say how much I appreciate you all. Every time I get so excited to share with you what a change you've made in my life. You buy a whole bunch more miniatures, and it feels good turning this bloody ship around, and it's thanks to you. Realized that I hadn't shown you this yet. And you know how I sold a bunch of miniatures?
Oh, that's awesome. And I love the colour scheme. Colour scheme is on point.